Hello YouTubers, this is just a brief video to introduce you to some gaming mats which are now being produced by a company called Geek Villain. You can see them on the internet. There was a recent review on a YouTube video by Wargames Illustrated, and I thought I'd have a look at these and see what they were like. So my first one arrived yesterday. I decided to buy one just as a sample. The one I've got is the grass mat, as it's called, and it measures 6 feet by 4 feet. There are smaller mats available, but this is the one I choose to pick. The board that I've got is actually 8 feet by 4 foot 6 and will extend to 10 feet. So I'm going to need 3 of these mats if I'm going to cover the board. But I thought I'd just buy one to start with and see what it was like. So that's what you see here. Essentially, the mat is a felt type material, almost like a blanket you might say. It's very soft. The printing, I think, is excellent. If I show you the detail perhaps a little bit better, you can see for yourself. Got little areas of stonework. This is only just simply to show you what the mat looks like. It's not a game that's been set up or anything like that. What I've done, as you can see here, is I've pulled back an older mat that I had from another company, which I've laid on top of the Wargames boards that I made myself quite some time ago. But I wanted to see how the Geek Villain mat would cope with items being placed underneath it, like in the good old days when I used to put books under a tablecloth or a green cloth. And I have to say I'm very pleased with it. So much so that I've decided to order 2 more mats so that potentially I can cover a 12 by 6 board. I won't be using the 6 because, as I said, my board's only 4 foot 6, but nevertheless it's future proof. And by having a bit of an overhang, as you can see here, when I do put hills underneath, I can get a nice smooth finish and it doesn't pull up. I'm not quite sure whether you'll be able to see this angle, sorry about that, but you can get an idea if I pan along here of how the ground undulates. What I've done is I've simply placed underneath the mat or the cloth the standard polystyrene hill, which you can see there. There are actually 2 under here. I put 2 underneath just to see what it would look like to make a long ridge. I've spent an awful lot of time, obviously, in preparing my own terrain boards, but I'm not entirely satisfied with them. I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I've had problems with them moving around on my board, and well, I just saw these and I thought I'll give them a go. They're very reasonably priced for what they are, and the detail that's on them. So this is just an experimental layout which I've put up to show how the mats can be used, or how this particular mat can be used. I'm going to order 2 more. Unfortunately, stocks at the moment are low because they're so popular, but I understand they'll be coming in next week, so I intend to order a couple more. And they do various different types of mats, and I should say I'm not being paid or given anything for doing this video. I just wanted you to see basically what I've picked up in case it's of interest to you. Storage of them is a piece of cake because they just come in a plastic bag, as you can see here. You can fold them up. This one arrived yesterday. I've unfolded it, dropped it out onto the table, and this is the result. It'll save an awful lot of space in terms of storage. I mean, I've got all these boards under under the cloth, which you can see here. I've also got a load of other boards under there I was thinking of doing. They're at the moment at the sand preparation, and I've got to paint them up and all the rest of it, but I'm not sure I'm going to bother, to tell you the truth, because this system is so flexible and simple it would reduce my storage massively and give me more time to paint figures rather than make more boards. You've got a little bit of a ripple there where it's creased, but again, not creased, rather rippled up actually, if anything. But that's soon removed by smoothing it down. I think they're pretty good, and I think from my point of view, I'll certainly be using them as a change from using my boards. Anyway, I don't think there's much more I can tell you really. I would suggest that you go on site and have a look at Geek Villain's website. They've got loads of stuff there, and you can judge for yourself, because they do a massive range of these things, and there are more on the way, I understand. So, just a quickie, as I said. Hope your projects are going well and that this is of interest to you. And if I don't do anything before Christmas, I wish you and yours a very happy Christmas and a peaceful New Year. And I'll catch you all soon. Cheers for now. Bye.